Every time I close my eyes, I wake up feeling so horny.
Was that referring to me?
Not really. Yo, what's up, boys? It's your boy adinplore, and we back with another video. Today I'm joined by like my favorite like person ever. No, I'm actually joined by someone really special. He's my best friend. I call him by Crook. You can call him by Daddy Crook, or like his YouTube name says, King Crook. Say hi, my man.
Just Daddy is alright, but hey, it's your boy King Croc. What is up, guys?
What's up, gang? So yeah, I'm sure that like for both of us, at least for me, but I'm sure for him as well, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has been one of the most invested like franchises we ever got involved to. So we have a lot of opinions about it, and going like over events and stuff that happens with spoilers stuff like ends up like with long videos and analytic stuff. So we're just gonna do like a fun discussion talking about each individual JoJo and what we think about them, and it's gonna be fun. Also, huge shoutouts to Mikey Monkey Guy on Twitter. He made the thumbnail for this video and his art is amazing. It's a must follow. Follow him, please. And we have a really big urge to talk about JoJo right now, so yeah.
Yeah, we're in the mood.
And it's like 1 a.m. at the time we're recording this, and
yeah, honestly.
Yeah, let's just start by the man of the hour. The man that started it all. The man, I mean, is he even a man? Like, he's like a brick wall. But anyways, let's talk about...
He's not even a man, he's a legend.
Jonathan Joestar.
Jonathan Joestar.
I mean, honestly, Jonathan is like, for me, the most underrated JoJo. And I mean, by most, he's considered the least favorite JoJo. But it's just like, disregarding what he did to the story is just like funny to me. Because like, he did so much and people just miss that. I mean, he's the only JoJo we see his entire life. Like, from a kid to like older.
Well, it's not an entire... Well, Jonathan is not really an entire life.
I know, because we skip a lot, but it's still like...
We see him growing up. Like, we see him from going through a
yes.
kid to like a young adult. But he doesn't get really old, because, you know, Dio...
I mean, Dio played a really big impact on his life, but overall, honestly, Jonathan is like one of those characters which, no matter like what you think about his personality, which it's even... Some people even debate that he has personality, but it's there. Many people don't see it. I see a lot in Jonathan.
I see a lot in Jonathan, honestly. Like, some people will say, like, oh, he's boring, oh, he's this and that. But you gotta admit, like, that guy was kind. He was so nice. Like, I mean, he was a good person, a genuine good person.
People don't understand how hard it is to be a good person.
Yeah, like, how hard it is to not carry hate. Even to the man who you consider a brother, who ended up killing
spoilers
around you.
Okay.
I mean, if you're watching this, you should be up to date, kinda.
I agree.
At least at, like, part 7, 8. But
I mean, you can be in anime only, why not?
You can be in anime only, but it's just like, we're gonna also discuss the later parts, so be prepared. That's
absolutely all. Jonathan is like really like interesting to me, because after like all what he went through, he still managed to bring himself to hold Dio like that. In that like second, like it's just like impacted like my entire opinion on Jonathan as a whole.
Honestly, it's like a man that carries no hate, no matter what, and it's like one of the hardest things to do as a person, to not carry hate towards anyone. Even someone who, like, completely destroyed your life.
Yeah. I mean, in overall, like, he's not the best written protagonist, because, like, his alternate counterpart is, like, way
his
better.
Alternate counterpart. I mean, yeah, but...
yeah, but Jonathan is special for what he is. And after all, like, even though he's a reactionary protagonist, like, Dio did what he did and then he reacts to it, I really, like, think that he deserved better. Not only as a JoJo, but as a person.
As
and
a person,
even Araki said,
man.
Yeah.
But Araki
he feels
just,
bad, man.
Like... It was more to show the contrast between good and evil in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like,
yeah, I agree.
What is good and what is evil.
That's facts.
Dio,
that's
pure
facts.
Evil. Jonathan, pure good, like, pure to the max. Like I said, he didn't carry any hate for no man at all. So, like...
do we have anything else to add about Jonathan?
Jonathan, I don't think there's that much to tell about Jonathan, other than that he is a really good person. And the reasons that I have praised him.
He's not a really good person. He's an amazingly good person.
He's an amazing person. He's almost like perfect personality-wise. In my, like, if you're talking about pure goodness, like if you're talking about good
yeah,
guys,
I agree.
Yeah.
Next up, the single most controversial no, it's probably not the most controversial, but one of them.
But
Joseph Joestar.
Joseph Joestar.
Joseph Joestar.
Legend.
As much as we like to talk about him, I love Joseph. Like, he is the single reason why I got into JoJo like that much as I am right now, and I will explain that in another video. But I myself, I like old Joseph more than young Joseph.
Me too. I like old Joseph a lot. Like, young Joseph, don't get me wrong, Joseph was funny. Young Joseph was cool. He was dope. He had nice ham on. You know, he had all that. But, like, I know old Joseph really showed like how he matured, but also stayed himself. That's what I think is important. Like,
yeah, a lot of people say that he changed. A lot of people say that he changed, but he's really the same Joseph. Just
my god. Yeah,
I like that. I will give you pros for that.
Thank you. But
I love Joseph. Like, in overall, like, he's like one of the funniest JoJo. He's one of the coolest JoJo also.
Yeah,
and
definitely. No, I give you that. Like, I would say he's not necessarily one of my favorites, because it's really hard to choose, but like, I really think that Joseph is just entertaining to watch.
Yeah. I kind of moved from the point when I have a favorite or not. Like, I love all of them.
But like, I still have a strong preference for someone, but we're gonna get to that later.
Yeah. We're nearly there.
Almost.
Yeah. Also, I want to add to Joseph that I made my video on Joseph, which is gonna be somewhere in the top of the screen right now, and that video is like everything you can say about Joseph, like, literally. And I believe that, yeah, Joseph is cool and all, and I think that when I talk about the best things of Joseph, I just immediately direct to the old Joseph, because that's my favorite part of Joseph. And the moment when he died, like in part 3, like, quote unquote died, that was one of the best directed scenes on all of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures.
That fucked with my feelings though.
That like killed me for a moment. Then you just see Joseph coming out like as a vampire, and you see like, wait, is he a vampire? Then he's just like messing around.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's
classic.
I like
Joseph messing around.
And classic Araki fucking with us, but yeah.
Basically, yeah. But yeah.
Next up, we have the most iconic JoJo.
Most iconic? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the most popular JoJo.
Yeah, Jotaro.
Jotaro Kujo. Or Kujo.
Kujo Jotaro.
Kujo Jotaro. He is like, for a while, he even was my favorite JoJo. But
Shadow the Hedgehog.
He's like amazing. Like, bro, like, he's the definition of badass. Like, there is no character in anime that can be that badass.
Yeah,
honestly.
That's debatable, but for JoJo,
I mean,
yeah,
for JoJo standards, he's like one of the most badass characters.
I mean, they're piece if we're talking about badass, but yeah, JoJo.
Bleep that out. We're talking about JoJo out here. Come on.
Well, you were saying it all of it.
Okay. Just in JoJo. He's
the most badass. That's just pure badassness coming off him. Yori does it.
That's like the most iconic JoJo line, honestly.
It is. Like, even non-JoJo fans,
he's like the first JoJo to have a stand. He's like the first character in screen to be shown with a stand. And then there is a lot of, like, as a JoJo, honestly, I will argue as a character, he has done pretty much a character, like everything a character can do. Like, he was included in 4 parts.
He was in 4 parts. Yeah.
Yes, that's like, wow.
Joseph was in 3. So
yeah, he's like the most like appearing, like in all of JoJo, like he has the most screen time, I think.
And I think so.
I'm not sure about that.
No, yeah, he's
up
the
there.
Most appearances, like as in parts.
Yeah,
but Johnny might have a lot of screen time too. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because like it's 24 volumes and stuff. So yeah.
So yeah.
Makes sense. So another thing about Joseph, like I like his personality, which a lot of people see him just like a badass. But Jotaro, inside you can, I'm talking about Jotaro. Yeah, and like inside, like he's just like a nerd kinda. Like you see like his marine biologist side, which is like it's not really explored, but you can see that he's more to him than just like what he shows.
Than just like
even his mom pointed out. Yeah,
but like that's the thing. Jotaro is just a teenager, like a really like tsundere-ish teenager, man. He just hides his feelings, but like his mom even said that he used to be very sweet and stuff, and kind, but he's just like he kind of he's 17, man. Like he's a teenager, like me. I'm also a teenager, so I can definitely understand Jotaro sometimes. While I'm not as edgy, I can still understand why he reacts to certain things like that.
I agree.
So
Jotaro in part 4 is just like pure greatness. And in part 6, he's just like, oh my god. In part 6, Jotaro, like, design, oh my god, that's just like...
design, man. It's great. But I will have to say that I love Jotaro in part 4. I love his role as, like, a mentor to Koichi, especially. Like, Jotaro
and even really... Josuke, I will argue.
Even to Josuke, but mostly to Koichi. Like, there was a lot of...
The one scene that really proved to me that Jotaro is, like, the most important JoJo in overall, it's honestly when, like, even though it's part 4 and he's not the main JoJo, he was the one to defeat Kira.
Yeah, remember when he stopped time and he gave, like, he said, like, Koichi, you're doing a great job.
That was great. That was great. That was, like, even in the anime, that was like, wow. Yeah, it was amazing. I love that.
Honestly, yeah. Props to Jotaro for that, man.
Yeah, character analytics on Jotaro soon. By soon, I mean like in the next month or so, because I'm too lazy right now to do it. Okay, let's talk about something that we've been waiting for, like, since we started the video.
Yeah.
Josuke Higashikata.
My favorite JoJo of all time, but... yeah.
Are we talking about part 8 or part 4?
We're talking about part 4, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Josuke for me is like the most relatable JoJo, period. Like, not relatable in the sense of traditional relatable, because everyone is like subjectively relatable to other characters, but to a normal person, Josuke is as it goes, because like he's a high school dude.
A high schooler. Like, I was a high schooler too.
Yeah, I like the concept. I love the concept of him just coming around like on a simple life and like everything being just pushed to him, and he has to understand, accept it, and plus fight against that. That's just like
literally
amazing.
A crazy, noisy, bizarre town. Like, he's just living his life in this crazy ass town full of stand users. He's just trying to get by. He's just trying to chill.
Remember when Jotaro broke Diamond in part 3? And then it's called Diamond is Unbreakable.
Diamond is Unbreakable. Yeah, stop this, man. These are bad.
Bro, like, he did it himself. I don't know. I have no idea. He did it himself, though. Araki digs a hole and just expects to get out. Come on, man. Why is Diamond is Unbreakable and he just like breaks Diamond in part 3?
200 IQ, man. 200 IQ.
200 IQ. They just subscribe to us.
I don't even get me started on part 4. I'll make a video on that, man. But Josuke is amazing. He's like
yeah, I agree.
Like Adin already said, like, he's relatable. He's funny. Like, I mean, he's Joseph's son. What do you expect? Of course he's funny. You know?
Yeah. I think, to me at least, I mean, a lot of people will get triggered by this, but this is my subjective opinion. To me, Josuke serves as an upgrade to Joseph.
Yeah, I can see why, because he has, like, Joseph's good sides, but he also has things that make him Josuke. Like, a Joseph 2.0, but also a Josuke, I guess.
Yeah. And also, my favorite things about him are his interactions with Rohan.
Yes.
That's unreplaceable, honestly.
And also his interaction with Okuyasu. Like,
I honestly need to make like 2 videos on Okuyasu just analyzing how great he is. Also, Also, we have to talk about the duality between Josuke and Kira, which is like my favorite things about part 4, honestly.
I love their battle. Their fight was so good.
Oh my god.
How smart Josuke was using his stand power. Like, his stand ability. Remember with the shard or something? It was like a glass shard he was using.
It's amazing. I honestly, like, we give like a lot of like flag to Araki for like doing like this like forgetting stuff, which like for me at least, like, I don't know why, but like leaving some stuff unexplained just makes it more mysterious.
It makes it more mysterious, definitely. Like with the whole Josuke savior time travel thing. Like, what was that even? Like,
I mean, it's clear that Araki was trying to do something with Bite that does, but he was just like, never mind. I think it was. Nah. Yeah, it's cool though. It's cool. Yeah, interesting.
Definitely. So that just leaves more mystery for us to talk about, to speculate about. It's funny. But yeah, so I want to get back to like the interaction with Okuyasu for Josuke. Like, you can see how pure their friendship is. Like, yeah, they started out as fighting each other, but, you know, in the end, they're still teenage high school boys, you know? Like, you can't expect them to be, like, the worst of enemies forever. Like, it's not like Okuyasu's, like, a Dio, pure evil. He's just a guy trying to live life.
Absolutely.
And I love their interactions, the fun they had with Shigechi. I mean, they were kind of dicks, but that just shows, like, that's what we are as teenagers. We're dicks.
Absolutely. Like, I love it. All of part 4 is amazing. Like, I'm one of those who considers part 4 top 3 parts, like, even, like, all the way. And, like, it's just
for
like...
me, number 1, but...
Okay.
I might be
we
biased.
will go with an opinion.
Biased, but...
Okay.
Part 4 is definitely my personal
right
favorite.
now. Okay, I think we covered your favorite JoJo.
Yes,
So
we
shall we cover my favorite Gio, my favorite JoJo?
Funny joke, man. But yeah, let's go to Giovanna.
Okay, we need to talk about the Godfather. I mean, sorry, let's talk about Giorno. It's basically the same thing, honestly. Like, Araki was like, I like Scarface, but that's too Pudge Boy. I like the Godfather, so let me just make it into a part. Honestly, like, if I'm not surprised, but I would love to be like Giorno Corleone. Like, that sounds like way better.
Giorno Corleone.
Oh my god. Yeah, Giorno is my favorite JoJo. That's all I have to say. The morality that goes to his character is just amazing, because it's not a fight between him or the world, because his comparison with Dio is what defines him, honestly, because Dio let his misfortune define him, what Giorno did not let his misfortune define him, because he changed his fate, and he controlled his fate to a point which he basically is the strongest JoJo character.
Yeah, he is.
Period.
Stronger than Pucci. Yeah, some people don't know, but some people don't realize, but he's stronger than Pucci.
Yes, agreed.
And didn't the universe reset not affect him at all?
I mean, it's more complicated than that. But I will make a video about it.
He didn't completely get reset, right? Because that was the same thing with Rohan.
Yeah, no, that goes more deep than that, because the only people who got reset got people who got touched by Pucci fight, essentially, so they just moved into the next universe. So it's nothing that happens now.
I heard that Giorno uses stand.
I mean, if Giorno was in part 6, that would be an entire different story, fam.
Yeah, but then Pucci would have get his ass cheeks clapped, man. Let's be real.
Right, Pucci will have been like, is this D or something? And Giorno is just like, muda, muda, muda. It will be so cool.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Giorno is an amazing character. Part 5 is so it was underrated for a while because of the bad translations. Yeah,
but now people are finally getting to it because of anime.
Every time I close my eyes, I wake up feeling so horny.
Stop talking about me. We're doing a video.
Come on, that's the ending of part 5. Someone gonna take that out of context. I know that for sure.
Homo,
and no homo, of course. If you say no homo, it's not gay. That's facts.
Yeah, and our balls ain't touching, so we're good.
Okay, since we're talking about balls, let's talk about Jolene Kujo.
That one was bad.
I know, I'm sorry. Jolene Kujo, the only female protagonist in JoJo. Araki needs to do part 9 with a female protagonist. If he even does part 9, which he probably will, because he's just gonna get bored. Part 6 in a whole, it's a different story, because I dislike stuff about part 6, but at the same time, I have really big stuff that I like. So, in a whole, I will honestly argue that Jolene, for her goal as a protagonist, does it really good.
Yeah,
in my opinion,
she knows what she's doing, and
she has this sense of a female, because it's Araki, so he doesn't really care about rules and stuff. So he made Jolene be herself, even though it should have been limited for every single female protagonist at the time, but she was just herself.
Really just being herself, doing her own
there isn't one arc when she doesn't curse something, so that's why I like her.
Exactly, she really has a really well-defined,
I love profanity,
personality. Yes, a kind of bad girl, she won't sit down, she'll stand up for herself, for her own rights, and say yo,
absolutely,
she'll swear at people, she'll yell at people, she'll beat people up.
She's Jotaro's daughter after all.
Come on, the daughter of the badass Shadow the Hedgehog, Jotaro Kujo.
Don't call them that. Come on.
I know.
Yeah. Part 6 has a really emotional ending, and a lot of people don't realize this, but the ending of Part 6 is a reference to Part 1 with the oceans type stuff, and that's really emotional as well.
Yeah, everything went to shit, basically.
Ocean Man.
Take me to the
Ocean Man. I love that song. That should be my outro for this video, if I remember. Okay, next up, here we go to the greatness. Arguably the best written JoJo, Johnny Joestar. Johnny Joestar. He is the most, he went through the most of every JoJo.
Sounds like a porn star.
No, I mean...
Johnny Joestar. It sounds like kind of porn star-ish.
Every single America/Western name can sound like that.
True, but Joestar, Johnny Joe... I don't know, it just kind of sounds porn star-ish, but...
Come on, Gyro can sound like a porn star.
Yeah, but then he just sounds like Gyro Zeppeli, making pizza while he's doing porn.
Gyro Zeppeli! Okay, let's get into the track. I think like like as a character, Johnny went through the most. Like he developed from like basically nothing. No, he was really like famous at the time, but his character journey is more about being something, getting into nothing, and still managing to become something, but at the same time losing a lot because he lost like.
Not being crippled, Lamau. That's what his goal is.
Yeah,
like he's kind of. If you think about it. Johnny is kind of selfish in his goal.
Of course,
like, he could have used the corpse to like I don't know, save the world or something.
Yeah, then there comes the comment saying that Valentine is not really the villain of Part 7.
But no, I don't.
Yeah, he's an antagonist, if anything. Like
he's definitely an antagonist.
Yeah,
but I see it like. Johnny is just kind of selfish. He's just like, I want my legs back, man. I want to walk.
I mean, let's be honest. Like everything changes when, like Jaro was like, "We're going to win this race," and Johnny was like, "Jesus Christ told me to shoot the president."
Basically, it's like, "Oh, Jesus told."
Basically, bro. When I saw Jesus, that's like one of the few things that I didn't get spoiled. When I saw Jesus on Steel Ball Run, I was like,
"Is this Jesus, my man? Collect him, man."
Bro, like I can add him on my anime list as my favorite anime character.
Yeah, Jesus
that's
Christ,
the greatest thing.
Jesus was the first JoJo, though. That's what people are saying.
Like low key, like Jesus, he should be like Josos. No, that doesn't work. I'm sorry. That was a bad joke.
No, that doesn't work. I'm sorry.
No, I agree. Yeah, I love Johnny. Like all of the JoJos, Johnny went through the most, and I think that people misunderstand like his character goal when they say that he's just a crybaby who is like selfish. But there's way more to him. Like the way he progressed. Like all I can say is like the last 5 chapters of Steel Ball Run are some of the best like written stuff ever. Like the relationship with Gyro and Johnny are like top tier.
It was top tier.
Yeah, it's really impactful. Everyone, Johnny's selfish. He's human. That's why I love him.
Yeah, definitely. You can really see that Johnny is indeed human. He's go through a lot of personal development, also trauma in some ways. But like
Johnny Joestar, my Johnny Joestar. I love Johnny. Like I hope when the anime comes along, they do him with like orange because I really like orange Johnny. Like you know the one panel they have like orange Johnny. That's like my favorite panel for him.
We'll show it in a video.
Yeah, that's like. Goals. Okay, next up we have the final JoJo up to now, because if they do a part 9 we can make a video just about part 9, but
Joseph 8 basically. Joseph 8.
Gappy, can we call him Gappy?
We'll call him Gappy.
When I first got like when I started first like JoJolian, it's just like it's weird because not only he has 4 balls, but he's completely nuts. Like let's be honest, like it's like a lot of people think like, oh, this is a remake of Demon is Unbreakable. This is gonna be like a chill thing. It's like completely different. Like fam, you go to part 8 and like you're just like, wow,
you got rock people about. Bro, rocks attacking us.
What? And when I saw the Yoshikage Kira link, I was like, alright, you're a genius. That was amazing. And the Steel Ball Run connection, that's like...
That was really good too. He really thought that out. Like, I can see that Araki definitely improved his writing and his storytelling from, like, Part 4 onwards, basically. Part 4 really showed that he was getting more into storytelling.
Yeah, especially with a villain.
I still think that, well, you might, like, hate me for this, or some people might call me, like, lacking for this, but Yoshikage Kira from Part 4 is still my favorite villain. Like,
bro, in this channel, nobody will hate for that. Like, after all, I have an entire video explaining why Yoshikage Kira is the best JoJo villain, period. I love Valentine, but Kira is better.
Yoshikage Kira is, yeah, he's really something else. But, back to Part 8, because that's another Kira.
Honestly, the only thing I can say about it is like the way like he interacts with the characters, like Gappy. It's like it's unpredictable, but at the same time, it feels like while he's like learning more about himself, I am learning more about him, type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like he's discovering himself because he doesn't really know, like, yo, where am I? Who am I? What am I doing?
Yeah, it's cool. Like those words is kind of relatable. Like Araki takes Part 8 into some like really deep stuff, and I really wish that part 8 had like a really like interesting ending, like one of those that we haven't seen and like yet.
A real twist.
Like some big twist,
like a real twist.
Like I know a lot of people are like, oh, Josuke can be the villain, but he actually can be the villain if Araki. Yeah,
he could be.
It's weird. At the same time, I think that I like the way like he uses his stand. That's amazing. His stand is really cool. I really thought that the Hamon like power that Caesar had in part 2 was cool, and seeing soft and wet just makes me forget about that, because soft and wet is just like,
it makes me soft and wet.
Technically, yes, it makes me soft and. I mean, when we're reading JoJo, we are all wet, so it just makes me soft and wet.
Soft and wet.
Josuke from part 8 is amazing. I honestly want to make like videos about him, but it's just that I want to like see where Araki takes his character, because I know for sure that something gonna happen is gonna change a lot about him.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Let me just say one thing about Josuke from part 8, or Gappy. He has 4 balls, and he's really nuts. Yeah, that's a good summary. He has 4 balls.
Also,
and
he's
nuts.
soft and wet at the same time.
That too. Does that make it like double the fun? Triple? Quadruple?
Probably.
I don't know, man. One ball counts for fun.
Makes sense. So we woke up today, we were feeling really horny, and we made this video. Bro, I just used this joke like 3 times. This is crazy.
Freaking crazy.
Freaking crazy. I can get you out of my mind. Sexy you, all I see. I give you everything. I'm sorry.
Stop talking about me.
Yeah. That's basically it. Do we have anything else to say? Subscribe to my boy King Croc. Like, honestly, go to his channel, subscribe, notifications on. I'm actually gonna be in his channel like a lot right now, because like he's my homie and stuff, and he's like my best friend. So yeah, we're making like a Hunter x Hunter video in your channel, if I'm correct.
Yeah, stay tuned, folks, because a lot of shit is going on. A lot of shit is coming up. I'm gonna release some really good content.
Yeah, we can set up that we upload the same video, like all videos at the same time.
Yeah. Listen, you're not prepared for what's coming.
I'm gonna leave it at the comments, at least in the description, at the end of this video as well. So you can see Croc anywhere. His channel, a link to his channel. What else?
Thank you.
What else do you want?
Well, I think that's it.
I mean, honestly, when I say that he's my best friend, like I know him for like a year, but it feels like a life, because like he's my brother from another mother. We have done so much crazy stuff with each other, fam. Like the amount of shit we've done.
The Discord fam knows. The Discord squad knows.
6969. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay.
Yeah, it's been a crazy ride, but we're just in for a lot more. YouTube, I'm gonna get on the grind. A lot to come. So subscribe. Hit the bell.
Bro, this video is like 30 minutes long. Have a nice one.
Yeah.
Bye. I'm just gonna put 2 fingers in the sky. Bye. Peace one.
Yes. Peace.